What's up, YouTubers? It's Nick here with Real Talk with Nick. A couple years ago, 4 years to be exact, I wrote a letter to an ex-girlfriend. I posted it on Facebook and it's still living there. But I'm making this video, it's a bit different because I got asked by a friend. She was asking me if I would be able to share this. She's going through a difficult time. A lot of people are going through a difficult time. So I figure, you know what, might as well read it to you guys. And also now, this letter was written 4 years ago and I haven't read it, I haven't looked at it, but it's out there. So I'm just gonna read it and kind of reflect on what I've taken away from it. But again, 4 years ago. The letter is called "To the Girl That Broke My Heart." I'm writing this letter to you for my closure, for my own personal healing. You do not need to respond, and actually I prefer that you don't. I come to realize that a breakup can be considered a type of trauma. When a man experiences trauma, every part of him tenses up, and he will do anything and everything he can to protect himself from the trauma. Unfortunately, the trauma I experienced was one to the heart. Since our breakup, I compromised, adjusted, and shifted everything in my being, both consciously and unconsciously, all in the name of protecting my heart. I participated and looked for relationships in all the wrong places. I manipulated, controlled, and did whatever the hell I needed to do with all the wrong people in order to fill my void. Because of this trauma, my relationships were fucked up, to say the least. Instead of sitting with the pain and letting my heart heal naturally, I built walls around it. Walls after walls after walls. Don't mistake my explanation for weakness or me playing the victim. This is me owning up and taking responsibility for my actions. I was an active participant in all of it. I know that. I can say that being with you showed me the bright side of love. Losing you, on the other hand, gave me insight into the shadow side of myself. This experience has shattered my beliefs about love. It knocked me to the ground, dragged me through the pits of hell, and then humbled me. It taught me that I don't know a damn thing about love. Actually, it showed me that my perceptions of love were mere fantasies and therefore incorrect. It taught me that true love is a love of self. Through this experience, I'm learning how to fully love myself. I'm not quite there yet, but at least now I'm on the right path. You know what? When it comes to the heart, I'm a slow learner. When I get it, I get it. I know this is preparing me for my upcoming partner. If I need to suffer in order to see more clearly, then so be it. I'm not that fragile, and I will continue to survive. This letter is to let you know that I forgive you for everything you have done, and for you to forgive me for everything I have done. We simply were two people doing the best we could with the information we had. But as of this moment, I am choosing to free my heart, my energy, and my spirit from you. You no longer have any power or authority over me. Because of what happened, my heart is a lot stronger, and I'm choosing to let down my walls surrounding my heart because I deserve it. The world deserves it. I no longer need approval or validation that I'm good enough. I know I am. I believe I am. I am good enough. I don't need your words, comforts, actions, feedback, confirmation, or reply to tell me that I'm good enough. It carries absolutely no weight. You carry no weight. I'm letting you know that I've learned the lesson I needed to learn from you, and I'm ready to end our sacred contract. I'm unplugging all of my energy from you this very moment. You are free. More importantly, I am free. Take care of yourself and good luck with the remainder of your path. I wish you well, and you're free to go. Thank you. Sincerely, Nick. This is crazy. Wow. Seeing and hearing and reading all this again, I guess what it brings up for me is a sense of sadness. Sadness for the little boy in me. The little boy who was so destroyed, who was so damaged, and who was so lost. I mean, this relationship specifically I can't even put into words, but it absolutely destroyed me. It took me about 8 years, to be honest. I'll keep it real. It took me 8 years of trying to figure this out. I've never been so lost, so depressed, so alone, so not sure of what I was doing, who I was, anything. And again, it shattered me like never before. It took me so deep into myself where I had to explore who am I? I had to look at parts of myself that I didn't like. And this is what I want to share is for anyone who's going through a breakup, who's going through a major life crisis, a major life transition, is what happens. It's gonna shatter you. Allow your heart to break into a million little pieces. And what I had to do throughout these years was really pick it up one freaking piece by one piece. People will ask me of, you know what, I'm sad, my heart is broken. How long is it gonna take me? Yeah, that's the question I was trying to figure out forever. And the answer really is, as long as it takes. That's it. What's gonna happen is you're gonna freaking cry your eyes out. You're gonna have moments where you can breathe. You're gonna have tiny glimpses where you can laugh. And you're gonna go back to crying. And you're gonna do that over and over again. And what I wish someone would have told me is that, one, you need endurance. This is grieving at its core. This is the thing that it's gonna break you. And this is the thing that is gonna break you open to shape you into who you need to be. So allow it to happen and honor yourself. Be a freaking human being. I felt so much pressure that I needed to be happy. I needed to be okay. I needed to be healed already. Everyone's moving on, but I wasn't ready to move on and I didn't know how to honor that. And I'm telling you, please take time to honor yourself. Be a freaking human being. You're gonna have moments where you're driving and you're crying for no damn reason. Yeah, it's called grieving. You're grieving that part of yourself. You're grieving fantasies that you subscribe to. You're grieving an identity. Who are you now? You're grieving an image of what relationship and what your future would look like. All of that is gone. All of that is gone. It's come tumbling down, and now it's your task of really heal. Really feel everything that comes up. It looks differently. The second tip I would give you is to not numb. The friends I was around, they would always take me out. We would drink, we would party, we would I would do so many unhealthy things just because the pain that came up for me was so big. I can't even put it into words, but yeah, take the time to heal fully. There is nothing in this world that you can do as a substitute for being human and feeling your emotions. They'll all come up. Anger, jealousy, greed, resentments, fear, like everything, and allow that to just happen. Don't numb it and just be patient with yourself and be compassionate with yourself. So looking back at all this, I guess where I am now with everything is that if you're experiencing this, you might not believe this, but looking back at this experience, it was the most, hands down, the most difficult thing of my life. It's easier if someone passes away, to keep it real and to be honest, but to have someone break your heart and they're still there, you see visuals of them, you have reminders of them. It's just so difficult. But for anyone watching out there, it's been a while for me, and I just want to say that you're gonna get through this. You're gonna get through this. There's no other choice. You will get through this, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Looking back now, this experience, I can truthfully say, was the best thing that has ever happened to me in my life. I'm so grateful for it. So difficult, very difficult. A lot of tears, a lot of crying, a lot of being lost. Took me everywhere, to Thailand, to doing everything. from boxing to dancing to different career paths in school. Like, it just messed me up in different ways and took me everywhere. Again, I was so lost, and what I'm here to tell you is that there is hope at the end of the tunnel. And this thing, man, because of the suffering I experienced through this, now I understand that it's molded me to who I need to be. Everything that I was doing before, it's interesting, I was a freaking robot. I had this idea of what happiness looked like. It was a relationship, it was kids, it was family, it was a 9-to-5 job, it was health benefits, it was that. That's it. But now, through this experience, it woken me up to the spiritual side of me, that deeper inside. And now that outside world does not guide me. What guides me is my inner spirit. This one, to actually wake up and feel alive, to know your purpose, to know what you're doing, it feels freaking great. And this is what you guys are going through. So this experience, whatever that is for you guys, you're gonna one day look back, and I'm telling you, you don't know how it's playing out. You don't know why it's happening. You're gonna ask these questions, and that's okay. But just know the world, the universe, God, whatever you wanna call it, let them take charge. And at the end, it's gonna be so beautiful. And through your experience, you're gonna be able to shift this world just because you went through that. A little boy, a little girl one day is gonna go through that hard time, and you're gonna say, dude, I freaking got you. And it prepared me for this life that I'm living now, that I didn't even imagine. I couldn't even imagine this. And as a result of that, now I'm living truthfully for my spirit. Now I'm living guided by my inside. And now, because of my suffering, I can be of service to this world. So that's what it looks like. This new section that I'm doing, it's gonna be called the healing room. But the healing room is for people who are going through transitions, who are going through major life events. Send me your letters. Send me your letters. I'm starting out right here, but to really use your experience as a platform to inspire people. Your suffering, we can use that to transform that. There's someone else suffering as well, and through your experience, you're going to be able to shift this world, and we need you. So for anyone going out there going through a difficult time, you freaking got this. You freaking got this. You have no choice. And if you need support, comment below, and we got you. So feel free to submit your letters, your emails, your whatever, and I'll read it anonymously to the viewers. But you guys are doing great. Hang in there and let life take its course. Trust and surrender, and you're gonna be fine. You got this.